Solomon replied, with humbleness I pray. I wish to have your wisdom and to lead your people's way. The Lord is my good shepherd, I trust him and obey. He is my loving Father, and he leads me every day. The Lord is my good shepherd, I trust him and obey. He is my loving Father, and he leads me every day. The Lord was pleased with his request, it brought him great delight. Made Solomon rich and strong and wise, discerning wrong and right. With thankful heart the king then built a temple for the Lord, a place to pray and worship God, to seek his holy word. The Lord showed Solomon that he was good and merciful, and then he taught the king to rule and lead his people through. The Lord is my good shepherd, I trust him and obey. He is my loving Father, and he leads me every day. The Lord is my good shepherd, I trust him and obey. He is my loving Father, and he leads me every day. The second time the Lord came and spoke to the king again, and promised that his presence will guide him and remain. If Solomon would follow, obeying God's commands, his life will be forever protected in his hands. If you ask God for wisdom and you trust him and obey, he promises to guide your steps and lead you every day. On the road to Jericho, a man was left to sorrow. Thieves beat him up and took his cloak, left him wounded, sad and broke. A priest walked by, ignoring him, turned his head the other way. A Levite too just passed on by, ignored the poor man's cry. But the Lord says, love your neighbor as yourself. Heart fell off from God's own shelf. Act with kindness every day. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Heart fell off from God's own shelf. Act with kindness every day. Love your neighbor. But a Samaritan came near, tender man and open-hearted. He bound his wounds, took special care, love and kindness everywhere. To the inn he took the man, paid his dues with kindness. Told the innkeeper, take his hand, care for him and understand that the Lord says, love your neighbor as yourself. Heart fell off from God's own shelf. Act with kindness every day. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Heart fell off from God's own shelf. Act with kindness every day. Love your neighbor. Yeah. Luke 10:27 says, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. Come on, let's say that together, everybody. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind. And love your neighbor as yourself. That was great. Now, sing! Just learn to be kind with our neighbors, love them, and show them kindness. Come on, everybody!
I want to tell you a story of an important man, Jairus, the ruler of a synagogue. His daughter got very sick, and when he realized she was about to die and no one could save her, he went to find Jesus. Jairus came to Jesus one day. My daughter is sick, he had to say. The Lord replied, don't be afraid, just tell me and she'll be saved. Jesus started for his home when the servant came and said, Shalom, your daughter's dead. I'm sorry, sir, why bother Jesus anymore?
Apart. He wondered why he went too late to see the one who could have saved. All hope is gone now, Jairus cried. There's only sorrow for the one who died. But there was Jesus standing closely by his side.
Jesus asked, why do you weep? The girl's not dead, she's just asleep. People laughed at what he said, but he knew better and moved ahead. Then he had all people leave, 'cause all they did was cry and deceive. Jesus took the girl by the hand and strongly uttered his demand.
Talita cumi, Jesus said. It was enough for death to be dispelled. He's not just a man, can't you see? He's the one who sets us free. Talita cumi, just run away. Such words will bring us all to life one day. Just trust and follow Jesus all the way. Jesus' power is beyond compare. As God's own son, he's always there. We can trust his word is true, and one day he'll make all things new. He'll raise us up from death to life. No more pain, no more strife. In him we have eternal hope. With Jesus we can always hope. Talita cumi, Jesus said. It was enough for death to be dispelled. He's not just a man, can't you see? He's the one who sets us free. Talita cumi, just run away. Such words will bring us all to life one day. Just trust and follow Jesus all the way.
One day, the words of Jesus will bring us back to life as well as we trust in him and follow him. Come, let's sing this chorus one more time. Sing with me.
Talita cumi, Jesus said. It was enough for death to be dispelled. He's not just a man, can't you see? He's the one who sets us free. Talita cumi, just run away. Such words will bring us all to life one day. Just trust and follow Jesus all the way. Just trust and follow Jesus all the way. Talita cumi, yay!
It was a stormy scene with ship at sea. Prisoners and Paul facing destiny. A viper on the island was watching from its stone. Now let it tell us a story of God's care for his own. Listen to the viper speaking. Sitting on my rock, Malta's my throne. Watching the angry sea, the waves have grown. Paul and his crew tossed by the gales, but his faith spoke louder than the sails. I could hear their prayers through the thunder's roar. Chains on their wrists, but they praised him more. Stay on the boat, Paul's words rang aloud. God promised safety, he won't let us drown. The ship hit the reef, the wood went wild. Man after man hit the shore. God protects his chosen ones through the storms and through the sun. Paul stood strong, his faith was true, and the same God watches over you. Once again, yo. God protects his chosen ones through the storms and through the sun. Paul stood strong and his faith was true, and the same God watches over you. I was hiding in the grass, the fire was near. Saw Paul picking sticks, my moment was clear. I struck his hand, my venom's fine. He has faith, but it's the end of the line. But no swelling, no pain, he shook me away into the flame. No gain today, the people whispered, he must be divine. But Paul said, Lord, it's your power, not mine. I burned in the fire, hissing in shame, but even a viper knows God's name. God protects his chosen ones through the storms and through the sun. Paul stood strong, his faith was true, and the same God watches over you. Once again, yo. God protects his chosen ones through the storms
Young Samuel was serving in the temple. He ate and slept there too. And suddenly he heard a voice that said, "Samuel." Someone called him, but who? The boy got up and ran to Eli, the high priest at that time. And of course he told him, "Here I am." But the priest did not understand. "Go back now to sleep, my son, because I didn't call for you." And the boy obeyed and went to bed like the priest told him to. Now pay attention every day to hear God talk to you. And when that happens, come what may, you should obey him too. Now pay attention every day to hear God talk to you. And when that happens, come what may, you should obey him too. The sleepy boy went off to bed and fell asleep suddenly. But the kind voice softly called for him, "Samuel," and back he runs to see. He went back to Eli, saw it wasn't him, so into bed he'd climb. But then, the third time in the middle of the night, he heard the voice one more time. Finally, the old priest got the picture. He could not be ignored. The one who calls for you is not a man, it's God, our wise and mighty Lord. Now pay attention every day to hear God talk to you. And when that happens, come what may, you should obey him too. Now pay attention every day to hear God talk to you. And when that happens, come what may, you should obey him too. Then Eli the priest wisely told him, when again he calls you near, answer God right from the start and say, "Speak, your servant hears." The Lord came and stood there, calling just like the other times, "Samuel, Samuel." Then Samuel said, "Speak, for your servant is listening." And the Lord said to Samuel, "See, I am about to do something in Israel that will make the ears of everyone who hears about it joyful." Now pay attention every day, the Lord will speak to you. And when that happens, come what may, you should obey him too. Now pay attention every day, the Lord will speak to you. And when that happens, come what may, you should obey him too. And when that happens, come what may, you should obey him too. The Lord was with Samuel as he grew up, and everything Samuel said proved to be true.
The heavens declare of the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech, they use no words. No sound is heard from them. I'm looking at the blue sky with fluffy, puffy clouds. Today the sun is smiling, his light is all around. So here comes the evening, the sky is full of stars. The day is gone and look now, the night is not too far. I wonder where they come from and who created all, and who can tell the story about their awesome role. I wonder where they come from and who created all, and who can tell the story
though the creation, the moon, the sun, animals, and all birds can't tell us in words who made them so wonderfully, we see His hands in the beauty, order, and the role that each plays in the universe that God made.
Now I know the truth, the God of all we see, created all of nature, it declares His majesty. Now I know the truth, the God of all we see, created all of nature, it declares His majesty.
Early in the morning, getting out of bed, Joseph told his family about the dream he had. Everybody knew the heavenly reveal. God will make him great and all of them will kneel. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make him prosper and thrive. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make him prosper and thrive. All the elder brothers wickedly behaved, traded younger Joseph in Egypt as a slave. Potiphar was pleased and Joseph didn't fail, but he was betrayed and ended up in jail. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make him prosper and thrive. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make him prosper and thrive. Even in the prison, Joseph served and prayed, thought about his old dreams when he was afraid. God was watching over, hearing his calls, carrying out his plan beyond the prison walls. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make him prosper and thrive. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make him prosper and thrive. There came the day when Pharaoh had a dream only Joseph could understand. Trusted by the king and knowing what to do, save the land by God's mighty hand. And now listen, thanks to godly Joseph, Egypt still had food. Guess who came to buy some from the neighborhood? All the elder brothers taken by surprise by the younger Joseph, merciful and wise. Joseph was faithful in every aspect, and he chose to do good even when he had to suffer because of it. Be strong and courageous and always choose the Lord's path. At the right time, He will make you prosper and thrive as well. Sing along with us. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make me prosper and thrive. Be that as it may, certainly one day, God will make me prosper and thrive. God will make me prosper and thrive.
You will now hear the beginning of Moses' real story. In Egypt long ago, a story to be told. A baby boy was born, his tail is pure gold. His name was Little Mo, in a basket he did go down the river Nile, flowing nice and slow. No more Hebrew boys, angry Pharaoh screamed, but God had a plan, a really awesome dream. The princess found Mo in the water down below. She took him in her home and watched him play and grow. God has a plan for your life.
turns can be just right. Trust your journey with Him always. God has a plan, yes, it's true. Twists and turns can be good for you. Find your purpose and live for Him. Moses grew up tall in Pharaoh's royal hall, but he knew what's right and that love is best of all. He saw his people hurt, it made him really mad. He thought, I've gotta help and stop things being bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Moses couldn't bear to see his people scared. He stood against the wrong, this can't go on for long. He stood up for a slave that got him in a fight, but now it's time to act, turning darkness into light. God has a plan for your life. Unexpected turns can be just right. Trust your journey with Him always. God has a plan, yes, it's true. Twists and turns can be good for you. Find your purpose and live for Him. Oh, 'cause sometimes in a basket, floating down the stream, we don't know where we're going, but God knows what it means. He calmly writes our stories, makes heroes out of kids. Let's find our purpose, just like Moses did. Sometimes in a basket, floating down the stream, we don't know where we're going, but God knows what it means. He calmly writes our stories, makes heroes out of kids. Let's find our purpose, just like Moses did. God has a plan for your life. Unexpected turns can be just right. Trust your journey with Him always. God has a plan, yes, it's true. Twists and turns can be good for you. Find your purpose and live for Him. Oh, yeah.
Me and all my donkey friends, we got lost one day. Master Kish then sent his son to come up our way. We were nowhere to be found, but God had other plans. They had dinner with the prophet, eating fish and flans. We're singing hee-ha, hee-ha, don't you lose your way. Keep on listening, joyful to the Lord each day. We're singing hee-ha, hee-ha, always in His word. Be faithful to the one who chose you and let His voice be heard. So they met the prophet Samuel, wise and full of grace. He anointed Saul as king in that very place. Although he was a handsome man, tall and strong and true, I hope he will not lose his way, but did what he should do. We're singing hee-ha, hee-ha, don't you lose your way. Keep on listening, joyful to the Lord each day. We're singing hee-ha, hee-ha, always in His word. Be faithful to the one who chose you and let His voice be heard. Saul was chosen by the Lord to reign over Israel, promising that through his rule he will deliver them. If he follows God's commands, Saul will reign in peace, but he must fight his jealous heart or his rule will cease. We're singing hee-ha, hee-ha, don't you lose your way. Keep on listening, joyful to the Lord each day. We're singing hee-ha, hee-ha, join us. So sing along one more time. Here we go. We're singing hee-haw, don't you lose your way. Keep on listening, joyful to the Lord each day. We're singing hee-haw, always in His word. Be faithful to the one who chose you and let His voice be heard. Be faithful to the one who chose you and let His voice be heard. If you want to listen to what happened to Saul and his reign over Israel, you're going to have to stick with us for a while. But until then, let me hear you say one more time.